Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'll be creating this makeup look. If you want to see I achieve it, then definitely keep on watching. So guys, I'm starting off with my eye makeup and I'm going into the Cosmetics Yessy palette. Now I'm going to be picking up that brown orange shade. This is what's going to go all over my transition area. So guys, full disclosure, if you see that my brushes are dirty, just know that I recreated this look before, but I wasn't quite satisfied with it, so I decided to recreate it again for today's video. So now I'm picking up that shade on a blending brush. It's actually a very dense brush, but sometimes you like to go in with a more fluffier brush than this, but it did the work, so I was fine with it. So I'm just blending that all over my crease area and my transition area, and I'm also taking it all over the outer V of my eyes. So I'm using the windshield swiper motion, making sure that everything is well blended. You can keep going into the palette until you're satisfied with how much of the pigment you have there. But for me, I didn't really want to pack too much. I was quite fine with how this was. That palette is very pigmented, guys, so a little goes a long way. So now I'm going into my Milani Mineralized powder in warm. I always like to use this shade to also more like a transition shade also, but it doesn't really do much. It more like cleans up the areas maybe you've applied way too much than what you want. You can just go in with this to clean up those areas. So basically that's what I did here. So now I'm going back into this palette and I'm picking up that neutral brown darkish shade. Now this is going to go directly into my crease and also the outer view of my eyes. So you just keep blending windshield swiper motion until you're satisfied with it. This is going to be a cut crease look, guys. I don't know, I feel like my looks come out the best when I do cut crease looks. I love a normal eyeshadow look. By normal I mean no cut crease, but I still think by far when I do cut crease look, my makeup comes out even, you know, much better than no cut crease, if you get what I mean. So now I'm going in to cut my crease, guys, and I'm using the same thing I use all the time. I'm going in with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade 34, and then I'm also going in with my trusted flat brush I always use in cutting my crease. So guys, to cut your crease, I don't really know what to tell you, but I don't really know if there is a way to explain it, you know, but with practice you get the hook. But the best thing I'll tell you is make sure you go in with a lot of product on your brush while cutting the crease. So guys, once I'm done cutting the crease, I'm going to go back into the palette and pick up those shades I applied in my crease and transition area and blend into the concealer. So now I'm taking those two pigments from the palette, guys. These things are very pigmented. They're like little fairy dusts if I've ever seen one. But yeah, it's very pigmented. I didn't even have to wet my brush and the pigment came out so bomb. I was pretty psyched with how it came out. Yeah, so you also want to be careful because it's like glitter, it goes everywhere. So now I'm going to be creating a winged liner, and I'm going into the Mabrook Eyeliner. This is like a jet black. It's very black, guys, and it dries down matte. So I'm going to use this to create my wing. I always like to go in to create the line first. How can I explain this? But basically I always like to go in to create the line before I go in for the wing. So now guys, I'm going to use my Zaron Lengthening Mascara to prep my lashes for my false lashes. And after that, I'm going in with the Paula Beauty Black Liner, guys. This liner is very matte and it's waterproof. So I'm going to use this to tightline my waterline, and then I'm going to apply my lashes off camera. Now, once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead to start off my face makeup. So guys, I'm going in with my Nuban Beauty Sealant Spray. Now I'm going to use this as a moisturizer because I believe this setting spray is actually dewy, so it acts as a moisturizer for me. Now I'm going in with my Black Radiance True Complexion Primer. I'm going to apply this all over my T-zone area. Basically these are like all the areas where I get oily throughout the day. So once I'm done blending that into my face, I'm going to go ahead to foundation, and for that I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I'm in the shade 340 or Cappuccino from this line. So now I'm just going ahead with a damp beauty blender. This beauty blender is from those of Glam Cosmetics on IG. So I can leave a handle down below in the description box if you all are interested in purchasing it. The beauty blender is very soft. It does the job well. So guys, this is like my all-time favorite foundation. I always reach out for this foundation most times, you know, when I'm going out. So yeah, I'm just going ahead to blend that all in, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead to apply my concealer. And for concealer, I'm using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Medium Dark 42. I'm going to apply this under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow. I've stopped applying concealer on my forehead. I just prefer to go in with whatever that is left on my beauty blender, which is still enough, so I'm quite okay with that. So I also proceeded to add a brighter concealer. I think I added the medium 34, not very much, but just to brighten up the concealer, because 42 is very close to my skin tone. It's like a shade before my skin tone. So I'm just going ahead to blend that out. Remember, you want to take your time. You want to also leave your concealer to dry down a bit, because then it allows it, you know, more tacky, and once it's more tacky, it gives you the feeling that your concealer is actually full coverage. So guys, my face has been breaking out a lot, and when I mean a lot, see, I have rashes all over my forehead. I have little breakouts underneath my jaw. I don't know, maybe these are hormonal, because you know it's that time of the month. So I just finished that time of the month, so I really don't know why. But and also I haven't actually been taking care of my skin, so that might also be one of the contributors. But it's been, you know, it's been a ride, but hopefully within the next 2 weeks everything comes back to normal, everything gets settled. So yeah, I'm just going ahead with the area where I used in blending out my foundation to blend out the edges of the concealer. So guys, I'm going ahead to set down all of the areas where I apply concealer, and what I like to do is go into the cup of the powder and then I dip my beauty blender into it, and then I go ahead to dust off the excess powder, and whatever that is left, that's what I go in to set down all of those concealers with. When I started my makeup I'll go in straight to baking. It's been a very long time since I baked, so I don't like baking anymore because it makes my under eyes very dry, and with this everything just looks more breathable. So going in straight with a little bit of the powder to set down all of those areas, you know, pressing the powder into your under eyes just makes that area more soft. So next guys, it's time to contour. I'm going into my Cosmetic 6-in-1 face powder palette, and I'm picking those two shades. They're like the two least, is that what I'm trying to say? No, I lost my train of thought. I'm going into those two shades there. Those are what I'm going to use to contour my face. So I'm going to apply this all over my cheekbone area and also my forehead. Guys, if you don't know where to apply your contour, you can just suck in your cheeks. That's for the cheekbone area anyway. So now I'm going to go ahead to set down all of this makeup to make it less powdery using my Nuban Beauty Silly Makeup Setting Spray. Now once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead to apply highlighter off camera. So now guys, we're coming back to the eye look, and for that I'm going back into the palette, and I went into the palette and I picked up the darkest shade. I picked up the black shade from the palette. After I went in with that, then I went in with the two other shades I applied all over my crease and my transition area. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead with the same mascara, which is the Zaron Lengthening mascara, the one I used on my top lashes. I'm going to use that for my bottom lashes. So guys, it's time for the lips. Once we're done with the lips, we're done with this look. So I'm going in with my Davis pencil. This is an all-in-one pencil actually. I use it for my lips, I use it for my eyebrow. You can use it to do anything you want to do. So I'm just going to use this to line my lips, and I'm going into the Nuban Beauty Pro Matte Lipstick in the shade Safari. I'm going to apply this as my lip shade and then blend it out, and voila guys, that's all for this look. So guys, we've come to the end of this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up down below. Also comment down below what you loved about this look. And also guys, I'm going to leave a list of all the products I used in achieving this look in the description box down below. Guys, don't forget to also subscribe and also click the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.